Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and another first puzzle today by DC. So we've featured, we featured debut puzzles on the channel lately. Zagon M was one I remember, and there was another one recently, but this is a very first puzzle by DC. But DC has been to our website and looked at the preferences for sending in puzzles and obeyed them all, and I'm going to give this a go. So do give it a try on the first link under the video. Quite a few of the channel's rules are in operation. When I say the channel's rules, they're not our rules. They're the rules of variant Sudoku, but they feature quite often on the channel. We have, of course, a suite of apps that feature line Sudoku, Thermo Sudoku, Domino Sudoku, Arrow Sudoku, etc. And they're all in play today. So we hope that you're familiar with some of these rules by now, and if you're not, follow along with the video and I will explain what we need to know. And yeah, do check out our apps, they're great fun. There's also Classic Sudoku 2 and the Worms, including Blobz's brilliant eclectic Sudoku Worm. There are merch available on the links under the video, including the Rat Run merch by Marty Sears, which is great fun and has proved very popular. We also, of course, have a Patreon site where there's extra content. There's a Sudoku hunt at the beginning of every month, lasts till the 20th, Spider-Man this month, and that's great fun. There are videos on crosswords and connections and gridogram as well. And we just urge you to join our puzzle club. But the first thing you can do is have a look at my first puzzle by DC. Well done, DC. Let's have a look at the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. On a white dot, digits are consecutive. On a black dot, one digit is double the other. Digits in cells joined by an X sum to 10, digits in cells joined by a V sum to 5. Along a thermometer, digits increase from the bulb to the tip. On an arrow, the digits on the arrow sum to the digit in the circle. And on a green line, neighbouring digits have a difference of at least 5. So those are German whispers. That's the standard rules for these kinds of marking in the grid. Not a given digit in sight. Give it a try. I'm going to start now. Let's get cracking. So, what I normally tell you about green lines are 3 things. 1, that 5 can't go on a green line. That's quite interesting in box 3, where 5's not allowed on a black dot either. But 5 can't have a possible neighbour on a green line. Secondly, sorry, I just keep thinking about 5s. Secondly, therefore, the green lines must alternate between high and low digits to maintain those differences. So we could, for instance, colour this with colours that represent, in one case high and in one case low. We still have to determine which is which. Then 4 and 6 can't go in positions where they would have 2 neighbours seeing each other. So if you were to try and put 4 there, both of those cells would be 9, and that can't be. Right, that's what I tell you about green lines. So I've marked up this line as the slightly longest, it looks to me, 8 cells long. Yeah, I think it is longest by 1 over the other 2. Okay, the V, do we do high and low here? I don't know. Let's try high and low. The V must have low digits from 1 to 4. This Thermo, 5 is important. 5 can't go on a green line, or on an X, or on a black dot. The reason it can't go on a black dot is there is no Sudoku neighbour on a black dot that would work. You can't put 10 or 2.5 on. And on an X, it would be next to another 5, which would break a horizontal or vertical rule. So 5 can't be in any of these cells, or this one, or this one, or this one. So in row 4, it could just be here. This, by the way, is a repeat digit because it satisfies the other side of the V on both places. If this was 5, we'd have very low beginnings on this thermo. Yeah, I don't know quite what to do with that. I don't know. I don't think I've started in the right place in this puzzle. Should I have marked up this? It's difficult to tell. That is a likely candidate for 5. It sees every digit on this green line. Okay, I don't know how to begin. I'm very interested now. There is also a very full box 8 with lots of arrows in it. And the thermo. Okay, I'm going to do a crazy mark thing and mark up the thermo with everything it could possibly have on it. This can't be 5. There are limits because it's a 5-cell thermo. Now, this could be 3, 4, not 5, and not 7. This one now has to be at least 4, and this one has to be bigger. Now, that has limited this a bit, such that I can take 6 off that, and 5 off that, and indeed 4 off that, because once this couldn't be 7, this couldn't be 6, and it also can't be 5 because of the X and the black dot. So we have definitely come down to a couple of low digits at the beginning. Now, by black dot rules, this digit can't actually be 1 because that would be 2 and this would be another 1. So I think this digit can be 2 or 4 or 6 or 8, all the evens for some reason. That must be high because it's connecting to a low there. Indeed it is 8, 7 or 6. This one I'd love to mark orange, but it could be a 5. Now, these are interesting numbers on the green line here. Yeah, these are interesting. So 6 could only exist if both of these were 1s, and 4 could only exist if both of these were 9s. 3 does allow 8 in one of those cells, so we're getting some quite extreme digits here. If that was a 1, this would have to be a 2-3 pair. This would be a 1 as well. Ooh. What happens if this is a 1 and this is a 6? Oh, this being a 6 is quite pressured here. Right, let's just think about that. This would be 3. If that was 6, this is 1 and this is 3. This must be 2 and 4 and 8. We would have 8, 4, 6, 7. Oh my goodness, we could fill in a lot of the puzzle very quickly if this was 6. I'm trying to come up with something that breaks it, that says no, that's not possible. I haven't done it yet. Oh, there's other weird things. Right, we're going 8, 4, 6 in that case, 7, 8 or 9 here. But that is become a 3, and this has to be 8 or 9 as well. And this becomes an 8-9 pair with a 7 there. And this one couldn't be 8, 9, 7, or 6, or even 4 in that case. I think it would have to be 5. I mean, there's a lot going on, but I can't quite rule out that being 6. Is there a way to rule it out from being low? That would be much more surprising. If this was 3, that would be 2 and 1. This would be 4. We'd have 4, 2, 3 here. 1, 8, 9. Oh my goodness. Right, where that fails, this being 4 does fail. No, this being 3 fails. And that's actually quite interesting. This being 3 fails, and I'll explain if I was right about that. No, I wasn't, because I was thinking about it being 4. With an 8 there. If this is 4, this pair is 8, 9. These are low and that's low. This would have to be 6 and this would be a 5, 7 pair. I think it can work being 4. As amazing as that seems to be, there is a way. Okay, so if it's 3, then we definitely get 2 and 1 on the Thermo, and this has to be 4. So there, that doesn't work. 3, 2, 1, 4. Oh, sorry, 3, 2, 4, 1 would use up all the low digits, but there must be 1 in that pair. So this isn't 3. And that is interesting. That means these aren't 8. They are definitely they're a definite extreme digit, either 1 or 9, and they are repeated in the 2 cells. Now, if this was 4, this is going to be low as well. Then the 4 low digits are all here. And then we're going to use 6 and 8 on the black dots and 5, 7 here. If it's 6 on the other hand, what then? Then we have a 1 and a 3 here. Then the low digits are all here. Right, if that's 4, the low digits are all here. And if it's 6, the low digits are all here. 4, 8. These would be 5, 7, 9 if that's a 6 as a trio. Oh, hang on. This... Okay, I don't think that's going to keep working because, right, if that's 6, these are 1, 2, 3, 4. Very specifically, they're 3, 1, 4, 2. With the 8 there, these end up being 5, 7, 9. But that is a 3, so these two are now high. And this one is 8, because it can't be 5, 7, or 9, and that must be 6. Which is going to take 1s in these positions. Right, here's the problem. This bloomin' X over at the end of row 6. If that's a 6, all of these are low. And that means yellow is high, and these are high and 5. That's using all the high digits in the row and 5, and you don't have any high digits left for the X. So that's not 6. There we go. There's our start. That's quite a difficult break-in, actually, DC. Nice. Right, this is 4. I think it's going to get easier now, and I could easily get proved wrong here, but let's just see. Let's mark up this line with its colours of low and high. I'm using my traditional high is orange, low is blue. And now this isn't 4, this isn't 3. This is 1, 2, or 3. That must be high, so red has become high. And I mean, this is now correct. This isn't theorizing. This is actually happening. That must be an 8, therefore. This has to be high, because it can't, we've had all the lows. So that's got to be 6, and that makes this 3 and 7, and that's not 3 now. This is a 5, 7 pair, and we know the order. Right, we're in business now. So, this digit is a, what do I mean, consecutive to 7, so it's 6 or 8. This, we've got a Thermo getting up to, that can't be 4 or 6. This can't be 9 or 8. And that means the highest it can be is 7, and that means this digit is definitely 5. And this one is definitely high. This now Can't be 3, 4, 5 or 6. 2 is too low. So it's 7, 8 or 9. It's another high digit. And the repeat digit here is not 3 or 4. It's 2 or 1 with a 3 or 4 in the other bit of the V. This has to be on a whisper with 8. So it's 1, 2 or 3. This could be a 4. I mean, we're using up a lot of... Those two are the same. I don't know whether they're the same as that one. This sees 8 and 7. If it was 6, both of those would have to be 1. I don't quite know. 6 or 9 there. 1 or 4 here. This could be low. It would be the last low in the row. This would be the last high. Actually, that's quite interesting. This is now high. I could have done this ages ago. Where does 5 go in this box? Not in any of those cells. Therefore, I'm going to put it here. I also know the polarity, high or low, of this cell. Because that's a pair of 1 each, that's a pair of 1 each, that's a pair of 1 each, and that's orange. This must be blue. Oh, and that means this is orange. Well, that's good news. Then I can colour this whole line. Like so. Then I can colour that blue on the X. This is orange to complete the count in the row. Every row, column and box has 4 orange now, 4 blue, and 1 5. So this is going to be 1 of each. That's fine. Right. This digit is in a position where we can't put 4, as is this. One of these is a 4 in this box, and therefore one of these is a 6, and it can't be there by Sudoku. So that's a 6, that's a 4. 6 on the line needs a 1 next to it. Then I can fill in the low digits in the box. I get a 7 there, which needs 6 or 8 above it. These are an 8, 9 pair. I don't think I know the order yet. That can't be 1 anymore. This sees a 6. This sees 9 and 7. In fact, we've got all the highs in this row. So one of these two is a 5. That is 5 now in box 3. And then one of these two is 5 in box 2. I can place 5 in box 9. How are 5s doing? 5's somewhere here. I'm not going to bother speculating about that. This digit is low and not 4 or 2. That's a 6, 8 pair, so that's not 8. It's going well now. In this column, we've had all the 4 highs. So these are both low. That means on a black dot, they're either a 1, 2 or a 2, 4 pair. They definitely use 2, and this digit therefore has to be 3. This one is 1, and therefore they're a 2, 4 pair. This digit is the last high in the box, being 7 or 9. That 3 is looking at this V, and that's good. Ooh, 1 plus 1, but we're going to a total of 8 or 9. This seems to be 6 or 7 by my maths. That 1 is looking at this cell. 2, 1, not 1. 8 or 9, 2 or 3. This has to be 4 by elimination. Right, this is good. It's going well. We've got a 5 and a 2 in these cells. Okay, I know how those go thanks to the 2 in row 5. This one is a 3 because it sees everything else blue in its column. There's a 5 in one of those cells. This is high, unsurprisingly. Nine, 4, 1. Okay, we've got this black dot digit. It can't be 1 or 4. It's got to be 2 or 8, and whichever it is, that makes this one a 4. And that makes this digit a 1. That's on an X. This is low and can't be 1 or 4. Yeah, I don't know which it is yet. We've got 4, 6. Oh, we've got to place 6 in box 1. These are 4 and 8. We can do that by Sudoku. I'm going to keep the colouring going for no particular reason, just because it satisfies some people. So we'll get a 2 there. That's now a 3. This has become 7. This is a 6, which is high. 5, 8, 7 here. Nice approachable puzzle, this. I mean, interesting start. But once we got through that cell, which is the conjunction, of course, of about 4 clues, well, 3, then we could make real progress. Okay, this is now 2 or 4. This is 1 or 3. We've still got a bit to do, and we haven't really used this busy box of arrows. 4, 2, 7, 3, 5. That's a 1. This is 6, 8, or 9. The whisper doesn't really... Oh, this is a 3. That is good on the whisper. 8 or 9 there. And therefore, given that there's a 7 in the column already, 8 or 9 there, this is a 6. These are a 2, 4, 7 triple. Got 1. That makes these 2 consecutive. And they don't use a low digit. So this is 5, 6, or 7. This is 6, 7, or 8. I'm ruling out 8 and 9 because that would break this cell. Now this is another consecutive pair, and we haven't placed 9 in this row. So this is now a 9, 8 dot. And we can colour that. Oh, we know which way round they go thanks to this 9. I hadn't seen that lurking up there. 8, 9 here. That's 8. That's 5 and 7. Yes, I'm remembering some of the colouring that I have to do. Now in this column, oh, I can do the 7 and 6 and the 2. I think the top 6 rows are fully done now. There we go. Right. 2, 8, 1, 9, 4, 3. These are 5, 6, 7, are they? Yeah, they are. 5, 7, 6, 8, 9. This is a 1, 4 pair. Well, I think the 4 must go in the circle. So that's a 1, that's a 3, that's a 2, that's a 5, that's a 6, that's a 7. Lovely. And this can't be 7, and that must be 1. So the V says that's a 4. The arrow says that's a 2. I think we've answered all the clues. Anything else we have to do is Sudoku. And we've got a 5, 7 to put in here. We've got a 6, no, an 8 at the bottom of this column. We've got 3 and 9 to go here. Now I will do all... Oh, that's 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the spotlight, losing its religion. And there's the last colouring done. And this 8, 9 pair unwinds, and there we go. My first puzzle is complete, DC. Thank you for sending it. Oh, solve counter 1. Marvellous. And there we are. That's a nice puzzle. Fairly approachable. I think it all hinged around this to get into it, and then the rest just flowed like a waterfall. Beautiful. So thank you for watching us on the channel. Always a pleasure to bring you new setters. I'm sure DC will go far, and we will see. Let's keep watching their progress. And I will see you soon on the channel. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.